Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm very, very sorry to make you guys wait. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. But before I do, let me just say I don't think it's possible that you can hate bad cops enough because they're so bad and commit so many great atrocities so frequently. It is impossible for me to comprehend a human heart that absolutely despises them enough. And I'm only talking about bad cops because we know about all the good cops out there, don't we? I mean, the bad, few and far between. There's only a few bad apples, thank God. But let me give you an example of why I say what I'm saying. What I'm about to show you right here looks so mundane. Maybe you've seen it. I just saw this the other day. I had it open on my tab and I meant to say it a couple videos ago, but I just forgot about it. It got lost in 100 tabs that are on the top. But the ego of cops is so fragile and so volatile and so dangerous that you can't even literally look at a cop wrong without them taking it the wrong way and then reaching down deep into their psychopathic character. They don't actually, it's shallow. They don't have to reach deep at all. They reach deep into their half-cocked, insecure character and use their power and abuse their power and threaten and intimidate just because somebody looked at them the wrong way. Check this out.
What? You got a staring problem?
Yeah. What are you
Why you keep staring at us? You said what?
Why do you keep staring at us? You want to be trespassing?
Y'all walking like a unit. I can't admire y'all.
You're not going to stare down at us. Like, you're already intimidated. Okay?
I was admiring y'all. You staring at me, I was just staring at you.
Okay. As long as that's what it is, bro. We make it
That's
some
exactly
BS.
what it was, bro. Okay. So what?
Because usually when people stare me down, they have a problem with us.
Nah, I'm staring at you. You staring at me. I'm just looking at y'all as a unit. That's how it
Just
was.
making sure we're all good then.
Good.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Blessings. Have a good night.
You want to leave my seat or are you being serious right now?
I'm leaving.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm saying blessings. Good night.
This nigga is tripping.
Cool.
Usually when people stare us down, it's because they have a problem with us. Gee, I wonder why people have a problem with you, officer. You just validated and verified why people have a problem with you. This is an example of, and I'm going to play it again because it's surreal. I'm trying to think about what if I was at, let's say, some kind of public event, farmer's market, theme park with my kids, and I walked by a guy who's doing this right here, who's doing this. You know, just mean mugging me. I would just be like, oh, that's kind of weird, and just keep on going. Now, the only time I would have a problem is if he got into my zone of influence, if he got into my space, if he got in between me and my kids, if he got close to one of my kids or tried to run at us. That's the only time you would have an issue with that. If they were actually physically trying to assault you or batter you or threaten you in some way, but to mean mug me, so what? It's just like when somebody flips you off. What does that do? It did literally nothing to you. The only way it could ever affect you negatively is if you're insecure and you let it affect you. You don't even know this person who just flipped you off or cussed you out or mean mugged you, but you're going to let it affect you so deeply that you have to say something about it. And not only do these cops say something about it, they actually, and not there again, this is another situation where there's not one good cop who arrives on the scene. There's not one good cop to go, dude, he was just looking at you. It's not against the law to look at you. It's not against the law even to look mean at you or just go. It's not even against the law if the guy flipped you off. It's not against the law if the guy said F the police every single day and twice on Tuesday. It's not against the law. And even if it was against the law, we are here to protect and serve. We're not here to be law enforcers. See, that's what I hate about the term law enforcement, because they're there to enforce the laws. So let's say there was a law that said, if somebody mean mugs you, you have the right to exercise your power and authority and put torture cuffs on them, slam them up against the wall. I mean, literally, if it was a law that said this, if you're a moral person, if you're a person of conviction and conscience, and you are just a regular human being and not a psychopath, you would not obey that law. You would completely disregard that law. It would be your duty to disobey and disregard that law. Even if there was a law saying if they mean mug the cops, you can throw them into a cage, you wouldn't do it. You would absolutely violate that law, because when injustice becomes law, resistance to that law becomes your duty automatically, like oil and water. It just wouldn't mix. So let's watch this again. Unbelievably, I am so glad this was recorded, because this encapsulates the ego that virtually every, and I'm just going to say virtually because there may be an outlier, a straggler somewhere, some rare exception to this sinister rule. There could be a cop out there who would just let the water flow off like off a duck's back. But again, not one single cop said, dude, you can mean mug us. You can flip us off. We are here to protect your right to say whatever you want to and express yourself however you want to in public, and disregard what this guy said. We're going to actually put in a complaint and try to get him fired, maybe a year in jail for threatening you and abusing his power. Check this out again.
What? You got a steering problem? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You said what? Why do you keep staring at us? You want to be trespassing?
Y'all walking like a unit. I can't admire y'all.
You're not going to stare down at us. You're not going to get too many. Okay?
I was admiring y'all. You staring at me, I was just staring at you.
Okay. As long as that's what it is, bro. We make it
That's
some
exactly
BS.
what it was, bro.
As long as that's what it is. What if it was something else, officer? What would that something else be that would allow you in your own mind to put your hand on me and violate my will? See, you haven't violated anybody's will if you mean mug somebody. You haven't violated anybody's will flipping them off. I wouldn't advise that. That's just not a good way to go along in life, or to cuss somebody else out. But the person who's receiving that derision, who cares? Who cares? It shouldn't bother you at all.
Okay. So what?
Because usually when people stare me down, they have a problem with us.
Usually when people stare us down, they have a problem with us. And you right now are putting the finishing touches. You're putting the highlight. You're underlining in red. You're bolding, italicizing, and putting the exclamation point at the end of the sentence on exactly why people have a problem with you, you dumb arse.
Nah, I'm staring at you. You staring at me. I'm just looking at y'all as a unit. That's
All
how
right,
it
just
was.
making sure we're all good then.
Good.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Blessings. Have a good night.
Look at this.
Watch me there. You're being serious right now.
I'm leaving.
Okay. All right. Have a
Well,
good
I'm
night.
saying blessings. Good night.
And all the other cops just hang around like they're going to back their buddy if he decides to grab people, put him in cuffs, and throw him to the ground. That is what these cops were doing. Look at this. Every one of them, not one of them had a problem with what their buddy cop said. Even the ones who walked away.
Good night.
You too. Blessings. Have a good night.
That's the world we live in.
You're being serious right now.
I'm leaving.
Okay. All right. Have a
Well,
good
I'm
night.
saying blessings. Good night.
This nigga's tripping.
Yeah, he's tripping. And that's what cops do. They walk around with their feelings on their sleeves and their insecurity, possibly, male, maybe even female cops walking around with HRT or steroids in their system. And they're already psychopaths to begin with. But now you increase the testosterone level and you give them a badge and a uniform and a gun and the authority of the state. And they literally think they're gods. That's why I started this video out saying you can't. In the opinion of some, let me just put it this way, and let me be real politically correct and safe here. In the opinion of some, you can't hate bad cops enough. And why is that? Because they are so psychopathic. They are so insecure. They are so dangerous. Their egos are so fragile that they will actually make a mountain out of a molehill because of a look. You looked at me wrong. You got a problem with me, son? Well, guess what don't make me have to go hands on. Don't make me have to use the power of this badge right here, Sonny. They literally think they are the owners of you. And that is a big problem. And that is why most people hate cops. And that is why when something like this right here happens, people tend to, rejoice. Listen to this right here. This is crazy.
These U.S. Marshals Task Force members recently serving an arrest warrant in Missouri. Never imagined the hidden threat.
Wait
would
for it.
leave them.
Don't worry. Stay tuned. I'm going to play this over a couple times. I want to hear what you guys have to say about
A
this.
second-story deck at an apartment complex collapses, sending 9 deputies plummeting to the ground. The marshals say injured task force members suffered broken bones, torn muscles, and head injuries.
Broken bones, torn muscles, and head injuries, but
But luckily, all will return to work soon.
Luckily, all of them will return to work. Oh God, I can't wait for the tyranny to begin. This is why people laugh, because with just one look, they want to abuse their authority and put their hands on somebody.
The U.S. Marshals Service is the oldest federal law enforcement agency in the country. They provide federal court security, do asset forfeiture, and witness protection.
Oh, asset forfeiture? You know, what's the other word for that? What's the other term for civil asset forfeiture? It's legalized armed robbery, because they will steal your stuff if they catch you doing something their politicians, their political parasitic overlords tell them, write the laws. You can't do that. And if you do it, then the law enforcement class will reach out with the long arm of the law and they'll bring you down, boy.
But they're most known for hunting down the nation's most notorious fugitives, as dramatized in the
Wait a second. They are the most notorious fugitives.
90s hit movie, The Fugitive. Of course, it can be dangerous in real life, too.
Every single day, they're getting bitten by dogs. They're getting shot at.
Every single day, they're unleashing the dogs to bite us. They're shooting at us. They're dislocating and breaking the bones of the elderly. Rest in peace, Karen Garner. $3.1 million settlement for the Loveland Police Department because what they did, Daria Jalali and Austin Hopp and Sergeant Metzler did to 72-year-old dementia patient Karen Garner. And there's video. I should do a compilation video on how police officers treat elderly members of our society.
They're engaged in gunfights.
U.S. Marshal Service, come to the door.
They're going after murderers, gang leaders, drug kingpins, and mafia members.
They are the drug kingpins. They are the mafia members. They are the gang members. It's just all legalized.
Come outside now.
Deputies nationwide arrest almost 300 suspected fugitives a day, including going overseas to do so.
300 suspected fugitives a day? How many of those are innocent people?
This stop for sex offender 26-year-old Jacob Alexander Munoz, convicted of possession of child pornography and placed on the Missouri Sex Offender Registry upon his release from prison. But several months ago, he allegedly stopped reporting to his parole officer, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. We were unable to reach him for comment, and he does not have counsel assigned.
There's only one remedy for somebody who's actually a CP offender. There's only one remedy, and it really doesn't cost that much. It's this little metal projectile that travels at a high rate of speed. If indeed he truly is one of those CP things, we don't need to give him 3 hots and a cot. We don't need taxpayers footing the bill to keep this guy alive so that he can play bingo and Scrabble and read pornographic magazines in prison.
Authorities say previous searches of his apartment turned up numerous firearms. This time, there's no indication it was anything but a freak accident, but their supervisor says everyone is fortunate it wasn't worse.
The fact that they hit the ground in 2 seconds and there was no accidental discharge of any firearms or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. I am so shocked that they just didn't, stumble around shooting.
That's very surprising.
It turns out Munoz wasn't even at the apartment. He later turned
He wasn't even home.
himself in.
Had that bad guy been in
Wait,
there,
what is it?
Munoz wasn't even at the apartment. He later turned himself in.
Had that bad guy been in there, it would have been up to the other marshals covering the doors to return fire, to protect them.
Working to protect each other and the public, or even what should be a routine case turns dangerous. Marquise Francis, NBC News.
I just can't stop laughing looking at this. Let's just go back over it. Let's watch it again.
Routine case.
The deck had to give up. I mean, what can I say? It had warranty issues, Let's watch it again.
Other and the public, or even what should be a routine case.
The deck is like, 12 federal marshals. I give up. The cops are like, get on the ground. And the deck's like, are you sure you want me to do that right now? Because you got to admit, this will never stand up in court. Let's look at it again. That deck could never stand up in court.
Other and the public, or even what should be a routine case turns dangerous. Marquise Francis, NBC News.
Turns out nobody is above the law of gravity. You don't need a guard dog when you have a perfectly functional guard deck. This is great. It's almost like, there's a bad guy somewhere going, okay, pull the lever right about now.
Turns dangerous. Marquise Francis, NBC News.
I could put this on repeat for, 10, 15 minutes and it would never get old. Never get old. This was quite a shock for cops who are used to stacking the deck. They never thought that they'd be stacked by the deck. Look, they're stacked up like cordwood right there. And grandma loves to see it. Grandma loves to see it. I had my tube of Vagisil already. Didn't need to do it. The deck ran out of warranty. All right, let's go check this out. I want to show you, when I started this video, I said that you can't hate bad cops enough. And part of the reason I say that is because you don't understand how much they hate you. Here's a demonstration of that straight out of New Jersey. This was given to me by Jay Lobo. Appreciate it, Jay.
Enfield loves this story. Police in parts of New Jersey have proven they're anything but Bush League.
Proven that they're anything but protectors and servants. Look at this guy dressed as a bush so he can get you.
An officer in Dunellen disguised himself as a shrub to...
Oh,
Staten
man.
Island right now, where a mother is being questioned in the death of her 19-year-old
What just
son.
happened?
The teenager's body found.
All right,
covered
let's
in
refresh this. You got to see this. You got to see this report. Unbelievable.
Police in...
Unbelievable the lengths that they will go through just to get you, just to economically terrorize you, as if the economy isn't bad enough. They're going to do this.
New Jersey have proven they're anything but Bush League. An officer in Dunellen disguised himself as a shrub to identify distracted drivers. Hey, you got to do whatever you can these days.
You got to do whatever you can these days. Even the media moguls, even the media pundits. This is why I call them the prostitutes of fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media. Even the media is laughing about it. Watch how many people they nabbed in their dragnet of corruption as they dress as bushes on the side of the road. Like they got nothing else to do but this.
License plate numbers using a pair of binoculars, then radioed.
And I don't even get this. I don't know.
Police in
I don't know why it
parts of
keeps
New
doing
Jersey
that.
have proven they're anything but Bush League. An officer in Dunellen disguised himself as a shrub to identify distracted drivers. Hey, you got to do whatever you can these days. He got license plate numbers using a pair of binoculars, then radioed ahead to officers who made the stops. Wow. Together, they nabbed 74 drivers in 6 hours.
74 innocent people who haven't committed a crime in just a couple hours. 70-something people in the neighborhood getting economically terrorized because all a cop could do is just because there's no crime in New Jersey, right? Not in this neck of the woods. There's no theft. There's no murder. There's no rapes. There's no human trafficking. There's nothing evil, nothing nefarious going on. So we got plenty of time to dress as bushes with binoculars so we can radio to our buddies down the street so we can get somebody who hasn't committed a crime. Way to keep our streets safe, officers. Probably get bonuses for that. They're probably working on overtime doing this. So they're getting extra pay so they can economically terrorize the rest of us. Unbelievable, unconscionable. That's why so many people are saying you just can't hate these bad cops enough.
Wow.
I feel like there has to be some sort of rule against that.
What?
Maybe,
Turning
kind of
into
undercover,
foliage?
I guess.
Look out for pruning
Look at
shears.
that.
Yeah, it's called entrapment. Yeah, look out for pruning shears. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
It's true.
No,
The news is completely on the cop's side on this, by the
but
way.
you're beating around the bush. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so funny. It's all fun and games, isn't it, guys?
Okay, Ryan,
Just
yeah.
all fun and games. Here's this guy explaining what they're doing and why they're doing it.
This is an officer described as a shrub. And yep, he has binoculars.
The audio is very low on this. Sorry about it.
This is Dunellen Police Department in Middlesex County. They're
Dunellen Police Department in Middlesex County in New Jersey.
trying to catch drivers on their phones.
A unique enforcement method where you can't necessarily park a patrol car and somebody sees a car, they put their phone down when they pass you. It was really about seeing people in their behavior when they don't think they're being watched.
Oh, so maybe what it is in the age of flock security and control cameras and systems, they're doing this until they can get the flock security cameras up and rolling. So they're basically human flock cameras.
The officer was only in disguise for a short time. Police handed out 74 citations in 6 hours.
74 citations in 6 hours, and they're proud of this. and the media prostitutes are laughing about it. Meanwhile, the economy is crumbling. Food is crazy high. People can't pay their rent. They can't get by paying their mortgage or their electricity bills or their car payments. And now these cops come along and go, well, we saw you with your phone in your lap because our lieutenant dressed as a bush, about a quarter mile away. You didn't see him, but we saw you because we're constantly looking at you. We're constantly surveilling you. But when you turn the camera on them, they go ape Shiite. It's unconscionable. These people earn the hate in various ways every single day. Let's go to this next one right here. Now, the other day I did a video where an Arkansas state trooper pitted a guy at 131 miles per hour, which other police departments don't even go above 45. A lot of police departments won't dare do a pit maneuver above 35 miles an hour. But this guy, this psychopath, did it at 131 miles an hour, which, as far as I know, is an absolute pit maneuver TVI record, land speed record. It's called deadly force in other police departments. It's attempted vehicular homicide in some police departments, and according to common sense. But prior to that, there was another record before the 131 mile per hour speed limit. It was this 109 mile per hour speed limit, also out of the state of Arkansas. These people are super dangerous up there. If you're thinking about running from Arkansas State Police, you might want to think again. This cop went airborne. He hit the light pole. The light pole snapped in half. This guy went at like 15 or 20 feet in the air because the car that he was chasing, the truck that he was chasing, rolled over and basically became a ramp for this police car, and he launched into the air. They don't care about damaging their vehicles because they're not going to have to pay for it. They don't care about people getting maimed or slaughtered and killed because they're not going to have any consequences for it because they have qualified immunity. So they're going to continue with this police activity, this vile, murderous, reckless police activity that put a whole bunch of people in danger. So this was the record before the 131 mile per hour record. I don't know why it looks like this right here, this little freeze frame. There's like 3 or 4 freeze frames. It looks like these are the people who extracted the dash cam video from the patrol car. There's a patrol car sitting behind this guy. So this looks like it might be a police garage. We're just going to go through some of this real quick. And I'll fast forward it. Watch how fast this cop goes. I don't know if this is, what does this say? 109 mile per hour, fatal pit maneuver, complete incident footage, real world police. Watch how fast this cop goes. Watch how dangerous he is. And it's not just this one cop. Here, I'm going to turn the volume down. We're not going to go over this frame by frame, but watch how fast the cop goes. And I really like these kind of dash cam videos because it actually shows you how fast the trooper is going and how willing they are. Look at 72 miles per hour. I bet this is like a 45, 50 mile per hour zone. Let's see if we can see a speed limit. Speed limit sign. He's going 89. What's the speed limit on this road? Did that say 60? That was kind of blurry. Put my glasses on here. He's going 97. So let's say it was 70. He's already exceeding. He's almost at 100 miles per hour, like 30 miles per hour over. So if the problem with the, highway safety is there's speeding people going down the road, now you got 5 speeding people going down the road. Everybody putting everybody's life in danger. And don't think that you're safe if you've got a grassy median in between you. It's very easy going 90, 100 miles per hour for that truck and that patrol cruiser to just careen into the median and then just hit somebody head on at 100 miles per hour. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this, see if we can get another speed limit sign. They're going so dang fast that all the signs that go by are just blurs. He's going 92 miles per hour right now. About to hit a populated area. We'll just keep on going until we get to the wreck. But I just want to show you how willing, especially Arkansas State Troopers are to put everybody's life at risk. That includes you. If you're out there, they don't care about your life. They don't care about your grandma, your daughter, your son, your mom. They'll pit anybody. And they'll pit any vehicle into your loved one. What if they careened in front of that trucker veered and he jackknifed and his whole load just spilled onto some SUV filled with a family and kids? Here, we're just going to go through this, get to the action. 100, did you see how he was at 103 miles per hour? 79, 86. They don't care about the motors in those vehicles. They don't have to pay for it. 98, 104, 110, 115, 119. They don't care. 114. They don't care. They already got the guy's license plate number. They could call off the dogs. This guy would absolutely slow down. He wouldn't keep speeding if he looked in the rearview mirror and nobody was chasing him. The only reason he's speeding is because people are chasing him. People with guns who we know to be psychopaths. And he's like, well, you know what? They're 40. That's 45 mile per hour zone. He's doing 76 right now. We'll just keep going. Look at, oh yeah, let's watch this weaving through traffic thing. Thanks for being here, guys. I just want to show you how dangerous law enforcement is. How willing they are to put all of us on the chopping block so they can get their guy. Look at this. He could have totally taken the right instead of the left. Let's see how fast he tries to go to catch up to the group. 58, 71. Oh, he's got pedal to the metal right now. 82, 88, 93. Oh, he's going to hit 100, isn't he? Oh, yeah. 104, 110. This is like a 45, 55 mile per hour zone. 122. Anything could happen at 122 miles per hour with all these people on the highway. 113. Gravel and dust on the road where you could just easily lose traction. I forgot about this, and then John Eagle reminded me of it, sent me this link, and I was like, oh yeah, 45 miles. He's doing 103 and a 45. 103 and a 4. And he's not the only one. There's at least 4 patrol vehicles on the road chasing this truck, and now we got 5 vehicles doing 103 and a 45. This pisses me off, guys. If you live in Arkansas or you're passing through Arkansas, be careful. Even if the cops aren't chasing you, they could pit maneuver a person into you, just like happened the other day at 131 miles per hour. 45 miles per hour. He's doing 115 and a 45. Do you see that? Let's go back. Here, let's see if I can freeze frame it on that speed limit sign. 124, 121. Okay, so he was doing 100. There's a 45 mile per hour zone right there. He was doing 121 in a 45 mile per hour zone. So there's at least 5 vehicles doing in excess of 110, 115 miles per hour. This is way out of control. Horrific crash coming up. This is Michael Springer. Arkansas State Police Michael Springer, 101 miles per hour. Traffic light coming up. Are you going to be cautious? Traffic light coming up around a curb, 69, 53. Going through a parking lot. Thanks for being here, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with everybody you know. Cops are dangerous. Oh, look at that. Back then, diesel was 209. Look at that. Gas, $100.42. Let's see. Looks like the premium gas was 229 and diesel was 209. What is it now? And in my neck of the woods, it's 475, close to $5. Our politicians hate us. Police officers hate us. And they demonstrate every day. They don't even have to tell us they hate us. 40 mile per hour. He's doing 80 miles an hour in a 40. This looks like a little business district. So you got 2 vehicles, two patrol vehicles doing like 78, 80 miles per hour, plus the truck, plus however many patrol vehicles are behind him. Oh yeah, just keep on going. We know this. You're just doing this to serve and protect us. We know. If you think this is protection and service, you really, really need to go to the doctor. Get on some of these meds that these cops are on. Look at that, blowing through a red light at 82 in a 40 mile per hour zone. It's 50 now. Look at that. Could have hit the back of that Prius right there. Put a 1 in the room if you live in Arkansas. Because Arkansas, I don't know any state, but look, he's 111 miles per hour in a 50. He's going more than double the speed limit. I don't know any state patrol unit who will pursue like Arkansas. And they call them, Arkansas calls themselves the mighty Arkansas State Troopers. Mighty stupid, mighty careless, mighty reckless. I agree, they are mighty. Arkansas State Trooper Michael Springer going 99 miles per hour in a 50. Oh, did somebody see 129 miles per hour? 115. Got to catch up, man. I got to get out on the action. 125. Come on. Hit 130, buddy. 126. There we go. He's doing 126, 128 in a 50. 129. Hit 130. Here we go. Here we go. It's like an auctioneer. He hit 129 in a 50 mile per hour zone. 20 more miles an hour and he'd be 3 times the speed limit. What if you did 3 times the speed limit? What would the cops do to you? I was trying to take my pregnant wife to the hospital. That's no excuse. We're going to flip your vehicle. Perform a pit maneuver on you. Just wait. It's one of the most horrific police chase crashes I've seen. Arkansas is wild. Did you see that? Watch this. Watch it launch. Look at that. Let's do it again. Watch this. So the truck rolls over and serves as kind of a temporary ramp for this patrol vehicle. Watch this. Tell me how high you think this is. Like he hits that pole and snaps that pole. And I would say, okay, it's not 20 feet. I would say from here to here is about 6 feet. From here to here is about 12 feet. So maybe 12 to maybe 15 feet on the back. The front of that vehicle is at least 17, maybe 19 feet in the air. Unbelievable. Look at that. Hits that light pole, snaps it. Oh, it hit 2 light poles. I didn't notice that. One light pole, 2 light poles. Holy cow.
Go ahead and start EMS.
Listen to this, Yahoo. Go ahead and start EMS. Here we go. Boom. 1. Amazing. You never would. Look at that. Okay, so it's since it's close up. Boom. Clears that call. That's about the top of that arc right there. Yeah, he's minimum. That back end is like 12 feet off the ground. Unfreaking believable. 109 miles per hour. This is Arkansas State Police. The date is April 10th, 2020. Just less than a month after they declared the planned organized partial shutdown of the U.S. economy in the second quarter, according to James Bullard from the St. Louis Federal Reserve. This is just less than a month after they declared the pandemic. They probably dream about this. They love this, man. This is what they live for. 50. So he's doing 111. He crashes at 109 in a 50. Boom. Let's watch that again. I think this is the guy who extracted the, I don't know. I don't even know why that guy shows up on there. 1, 2. Oh, good. They're going to do slow motion. Go big or go home. Sparks are flying. Launch. First light pole. Second light pole. Crack. Land. Now, does anybody remember what happened to... Okay, so that was Michael Ellis. That was Michael Ellis's vehicle that launched. Does anybody remember what happened to Michael Ellis? Trooper Michael Ellis? Let's just take a look. What happened? $109 MPH crash. Oh, goodness gracious. Can't we just get an answer? Sometimes AI comes through, sometimes it doesn't. Let's go to Grok. What happened to the Arkansas State Trooper Michael Ellis after the 109 mile per hour crash? And this was on 4/10/2020. That search just took 10 gallons of water. Trooper Michael Sean Ellis of the Arkansas State Police sustained multiple serious but not life-threatening. Oh, it's too bad. Injuries. Crash near Fort Smith. He was treated at a hospital in Little Rock, released and recovered at home. He later returned to duty and has continued serving, appearing as Corporal M. Ellis. Did he get a promotion after that? The incident occurred during a roughly 30 mile pursuit of Justin Battenfield, 34, who had fled after. Guys, this is only overrunning a red light. This wasn't a response to a school shooting or some kind of mall shooting. There was no hostage takeover in a post office or a bank. He wasn't armed and dangerous. This all happened because he ran a red light. These Arkansas State Troopers are so psychopathic, they will put your life on the line because somebody ran a red light. Instead of just doing the common sense thing, okay, we already have the vehicle identification. We've already got the tag. We're just going to go ahead and go to his house and issue him the ticket. Instead, they run him on a 130 mile per hour chase for 30 miles, pit maneuver the guy at 109, put everybody's life in danger. Speed reached well over 100. It was like 130, with the overall chase approaching 130 miles per hour in places. I saw 129. The supervisor authorized stopping the vehicle after Battenfield drove into oncoming traffic. Ellis performed the pursuit intervention technique maneuver. That's the psychopathic intervention technique. Both vehicles left the roadway. The truck overturned. What happened to did the guy die? I think he did. Describe Ellis's injuries as serious but not life-threatening. In short, Ellis recovered from the crash injuries and continued his career with the Arkansas State Police. Of course he did. Of course he did, because the people who instigated the actual dangerous highway activity always walk away. Just like, like, have you ever noticed that drunk drivers are the ones who walk away? Why did they get to walk away, but the people that they victimized don't? All right, I want to show you this right here. This is also Arkansas State Police. Listen to why this cop, listen to the reason this Arkansas State Trooper, Joseph Killian, pulls this guy in this Nissan Rogue over. And watch how fast he has to go to catch up to him. Let's see if we can. I'm going to see if I can freeze it when the Rogue passes, because I think a 18-wheeler passes first. He's going to say he was. There's the 18-wheeler. Now you tell me if the blue Nissan Rogue is tailgating this 18-wheeler. There's the Nissan Rogue. I'm going to play it back. I guess we can count the seconds. He doesn't look like he's tailgating or following too close behind the truck to me. Okay, here goes the truck right here. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. So like 4 seconds behind. And then there was a white truck in the left-hand lane trying to pass the Nissan Rogue. So watch how fast this trooper, Joseph Killian, has to travel just to tell this guy, hey, just wanted to let you know you were following too close and there's something about his tag. And it just so happens that the guy was carrying a large amount of meth. 103 miles per hour right there, 104. Hey, I had to speed up to you to tell you were speeding. I need to give you a speeding ticket after I just got done speeding to catch up with you. What we're going to learn from this is how nice the cops appear when they pull you over and how you should never answer their questions. You can be really nice about it. You don't have to go, I'm not answering your questions. Legal counsel told me not to. You could go, officer, I would be glad to answer every question that pertains to this traffic stop. Watch, he's between the lines. He's not speeding. In my opinion, the reason he pulled this blue Nissan Rogue over is because he got an ALPR, an automated license plate reader hit that put him in a category where it's highly likely that he's transporting drugs on this corridor, which I think is the I-40. I-40 east and west going through Tennessee, Oklahoma, and various other states like Texas, Arkansas, New Mexico, and Arizona are a high traffic drug corridor, according to cops. Watch how excited this cop is when he makes this drug bust. Listen to all the questions. Listen to the response of the driver of the vehicle and watch how excited he gets when he finds out that there's a bunch of DOPE in the vehicle.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
You doing okay? Hey, Trooper Killian State Police, okay? Reason I'm stopping you, you're following that car or the semi way too close, okay? And then your tags are expired.
You're following the truck too close. In my opinion, that's a lie. He wasn't following too close. I think they say they want 1 second per 10 miles per hour. So if you're doing 70, you have to be 7 seconds behind. That's splitting hairs. And I think it's pretty petty that you would interrupt an American and infringe on his free right of travel to tell him, I went 104 miles an hour to catch up to you to tell you it's really dangerous for you to travel so close to that truck when it really wasn't that close at all. Plus, your license plate is expired. I wonder if that's true, but he already knew to pull him over. And are you going to tell me that this Arkansas State Trooper is this smart, this superhuman, this lucky that he just so happened to pull this car over with this much math in it?
You got a license on you? You got a long trip or what? Where are you going? You're working. What kind of work do you do?
So let's see if you can count the questions. So far, I've counted 4.
Say it again. One more time. Where at? You don't know? Okay, do you got insurance? You don't know where you're framing at? But where are you going to frame at? Yeah, where? Where are you going right now, though? Say it. Little Rock. Oh, okay.
And he's not coming to you as a friend, as a confidant. He doesn't care where you were. Well, he does, but for different reasons. He's not asking these questions because he wants to get to know you. He wants to have a little friendly chit chat. We're super harmless. He's asking you these questions because, newsflash, he wants to harm you. He wants to do a great disservice to you. He wants to put plaques on the wall. He wants to put a little notch in his lipstick case, like Pat Benatar says. You're just another notch in my lipstick case. And, I wouldn't doubt that these little troopers are a little bit, Hey,
while I run your information, just come back to my car with me. I'll get you on your way back here. Just come back here with me, okay?
Your friendly local psychopath.
Come back here. What's in the back? What's in the back of the car? What's in the back? Nothing? Okay, you can go in my passenger side, okay?
Now, I can't believe this stupid trooper didn't pat this guy down. Wouldn't it be interesting if this guy was packing and as he was sitting in the passenger side of this patrol vehicle, just nonchalantly pulled out some heat and did some business and just drove away? Would anybody shed a tear if he did that? Would anybody shed a tear?
Yeah, you got a seat.
Now, there's going to be some feedback, but this comes from the patrolman's body cam.
Where are you coming from right now? Where are you? Dallas? Okay.
I'm coming from your mama's house. And before I left your mama's house, I'm coming from your wife's house.
Do you frame in Little Rock a lot? Okay.
Okay.
How long are you going to be there? How long are you going to be in Little Rock? One day?
No, maybe if I 15 days.
15? Oh, okay.
I still think that if you're going to be a professional DRUG runner, that these people who have these couriers should actually create a situation where there's this device that when they open the boxes or whatever, there's this little, surprise for the law enforcement agent. And then they wouldn't be so happy about getting a drug bust. Because remember, guys, it is not a war on drugs. It's not. And I'm not suggesting anybody do that, but it would be very interesting if that started happening. And really, if you have that much product, you have that much merchandise you're running that was worth millions of dollars, what skin is it off your nose if you, as the DRUG kingpin, just said, you know what? I'm going to give you this little device and only you can deactivate it. If anybody else tampers with this supply, then just make sure that you're securely locked into that patrol vehicle, because there's going to be some debris flying, and part of that debris is going to be, well, I don't know, a little bit of tissue, a little bit of, you can use your imagination. Oh, yeah. What I was going to say was, it's not a war on drugs. It's not a war on inanimate objects. It's a war on people. And they're just using this as a pretext to interfere with your life and to infringe on your rights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, guys. Hit thumbs up.
You said coming from Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. You live in Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got 400 people watching.
Never
Let's
been
see
in
if we can
trouble?
get. Let's see if we can get 400 likes in the room in the next couple minutes.
Have you ever been in trouble? What have you been in trouble for? What have you been arrested for?
And by the way, lest anybody think I'm mean or inhuman or inhumane when I say what I say about that, you have to think about how many lives one officer ruins every single month, let alone every single year. Or maybe he's been on the force for 20 years. How many times he's lied on reports? How many times he's issued a DUI to sober drivers? How many times he said, hey, I smell weed, you need to step on the car? How many rights he's violated? How many innocent people are sitting in a cage right now? And we've got to change. And it's not going to change on the policy side. They never change on the policy side. They never change on the monetary side because they never get monetarily, no monetary justice ever comes their way because of qualified immunity. Never. It never happens. No pensions are ever taken. None are ever liquidated. Very few, even those cops who killed, what was his name? Tyree Nichols from the Jump Out crew, the Cobra team, Team Cobra, the Jump Out crew, or was it Scorpion? It was the Scorpion unit in Memphis, Tennessee. They beat that poor kid to death. And if it wasn't for that streetlight camera, they would have walked away scot-free. But even them, they're all going to be out soon. Do you realize that the injustice system is so unjust that Austin Hopp and Daria Jalali are now free human beings after what they did to Karen Garner? They didn't just abuse her. They didn't just demean her and demoralize her. They broke bones. They dislocated her shoulder. They threw her into a cage. And to make matters worse, they kept her handcuffed in that cage while they sat right outside the door reviewing the body camera and mocking her. The main Austin Hopp actually said to Daria Jalali, "This is where I threw her to the ground." And they're so sick and so disgusting and so far gone. You and I can't truly comprehend it because we're not psychopaths, but they really have no feelings. They don't care. And whether they're in a badge or not, have a badge and a gun and a uniform or not, that's the kind of people they are. And these are the kind of jobs they gravitate towards. So I don't want you to think me unkind for saying this, but if you eliminate that one person who unjustly caged somebody, think about it. You're going to be in this little 6x6 cage because of something a trooper said about you. They're constantly lying on the stand. They're constantly putting false things in reports. They're constantly pinning DUIs on you and make you do stupid human tricks so that they can have control, this sick psychopathic control over you. So I don't shed a tear anymore for these people that are really making life difficult.
Nothing? You've never been in trouble? Okay. Nothing illegal in your car?
No.
No, just my freedom. That's the only illegal thing I got in my car, officer. Just freedom. Oh, 356 likes. We got a little more than 40 likes to go to hit 400. Thanks, guys.
No marijuana? Cocaine?
If anybody will ever pull you over for inanimate plant matter, and I don't care what, I don't care if it comes from the coca plant, I don't care if it comes from the hemp, cannabis family, any cop who will pull you over when you haven't committed a crime is dastardly.
Okay. Methamphetamine?
No, I'm here working.
Okay. Where's your tools at? Where's your tools?
God, the questions.
My boss?
They're at your boss's house?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I check your vehicle out, make sure there's nothing illegal in there? Can I check your vehicle out, make sure there's nothing illegal?
Imagine you saying that. People are like, no, it's okay. He's a cop. He can do that. Imagine you saying that to anybody. Hey, you wouldn't mind if I go through your personal effects, would you? You wouldn't mind if I come to your house and just kind of rifle through your drawers, your personal effects. You don't mind if I look under the seat of your car or kind of open your hood and look in the engine compartment, start tearing stuff apart. You wouldn't mind that, would you? That's just, we got to call a spade, don't we?
That's no. Okay.
Here we go. Wait till you see how excited this young trooper gets.
Can I check your vehicle to make sure there's nothing illegal in the vehicle?
I know it's hard to listen to, but I think the reverb and the echo evens out here in a second or a couple minutes.
Just make sure there's nothing illegal. I can't check it? Okay, I gotcha.
I just want to make sure nothing's illegal. Translation, I have political parasitic overlords, and they write things on little pieces of paper, and I have to bring those words into reality. So they have things called legality and illegality. If you have things that are illegal that my parasitic psychopathic overlords tell me you shouldn't have, then I'm just going to be a dutiful order follower, and I'm going to bring that into reality in your life, even if it means I have to hurt you, even if it means I have to tie you up, even if it means I have to kidnap you and throw you into a dungeon, even if it means I have to hand you over to other bad men who will stick their digits into your orifices. That's a sick person who's going to obey orders like that. Oh, wait till you see how excited he gets. Oh, he's like I got it, Sarge. I made a really good drug bust.
K9 on 30 east of 88. It's 10-4. I'm out with Texas Victor Youngboy 3432 on Nissan Road.
Oh, and they're so sly. They get their own little language, their own little codes. Nobody else knows. Oh, God, this is so great. We have little secrets. We have all this control. And oh, by the way, I put the owner of this Nissan Rogue in mortal jeopardy because see how fast do you think that truck is going? If this is a 70-mile-per-hour zone, he probably slowed down a little bit, probably going 60. How much does that 18-wheeler weigh? What's his cargo? Does he have a bunch of heavy items like bowling balls or satellite parts or engine parts? Maybe he's an AutoZone trucker and he's got a whole bunch of heavy auto parts or tools, maybe Matco tools or something. That thing hits the back of that patrol car, everybody's dead.
If Kern County has one, if no one has one over here, I have enough reasonable suspicion to hold this guy. What's up with your license? You don't have a license, though.
No.
Dredd says, as a trucker, we have a maximum weight of 80,000. Can you imagine the energy, the kinetic energy expended when an 80,000-pound vehicle going 60 or 70 miles an hour plows into a stationary object on the side of the road? You know, basically what this is right here, this is a picture of the cop saying, I'm willing to put your life and my life in jeopardy. Here's how whacked out being an order follower is. Here, just look at this. Just keep this in perspective, okay? They're on the side of this interstate. I think it's I-40. Even if it's not, they're going at least 60 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour sometimes. And if a car or a huge vehicle like an 18-wheeler strikes the back of that, they are dead or they're vegetables for the rest of their life. So this cop is basically saying, I will follow orders to such an extent that I am willing to put your life on the line. I don't care if your life ends. I'm going to enforce the drug war laws. And because I'm such an order follower, I'm willing to put my own life on the line. And even if I have a dog in the back seat, I'm willing to put everybody's life at risk so that I can just follow the orders of a political parasite. That's how sick it is. That's how dark it is. That's how disgusting. That's how horrific. Thanks for the 400 likes, guys. Let's see if we can get up to 500.
I'm just making a bad call, man.
Everyone hot springs, you get 10.2. You can set 11.
I'm just going to fast forward this right here. I don't want to bore anybody to death. Let's see when he gets out of the car here. Okay, here we go.
Hey, just come up here, okay?
Now I want to show you something. It's almost like this trooper, Arkansas State Police Trooper Joseph Killian, knew exactly what was in the back seat, because let's count the seconds when he opens the hatch and then opens the box and immediately walks toward the guy to put the torture cuffs on.
Just stand up there.
Yeah, those vehicles are flying.
He's coming from Houston.
Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's at this point right here. You just wish, you know what's on my mind. You know, distracted driving, teenager looking down, texting while driving, a sleeper at the end of his shift. I mean, a truck driver at the end of his shift. Not total damage, just a little veering off into the fog line.
Hey, where's your key? Stand right there, okay?
Okay, here we go. Got the keys. Let's count the seconds. We should put a little timer up. Oh yeah, I'll just have the timer in the corner right here. Opens it. Okay, fully open at 9:27. Look at that, 9:27, and by 9:30, the hatchback was fully opened at 9:27, and 3 seconds later, he already identified what's in the boxes, and he goes to make the arrest. Let's do it once again. Tell me he did not know what he was doing. Okay, so look, there's 9:27 right here. The hatchback just fully got open. Looks in the box. There you go. 9:29. 2.5, 3 seconds. He already knows. How? How did he know? ALPRs, automatic license plate readers. They were tracking this guy. They were tracing this guy from the time that he left. They know where he's going. They know how many times he stopped. If he left California or Texas or wherever he left from, they know exactly where he was. And that is exactly why this trooper pulled him over. This isn't luck, guys. This isn't experience on the job. This is foreknowledge. And this is why we don't want a Minority Report style policing going on in America, because that's what they want to set up.
Hey, turn around.
Look at this. How do you even how do you open a hatchback and identify what's in the box and make the arrest that fast? F block. Right. That's right. Now wait till you hear how giddy. I'm just going to mute this. Wait till you hear how giddy this young trooper is. Oh my God, I got him, Sarge. I got him, Sarge. This is so great. And you know what? This guy didn't commit a crime. He didn't. This guy didn't. Look at his face. He has not forced anybody to engage in it that we know of. He's not being suspected of that anyway. He hasn't forced anybody to engage in business with him. He hasn't, that we know of, ripped anybody off. He hasn't threatened anybody. He hasn't been pulled over because he committed any sort of crime or left any sort of victim. He's being pulled over because Flock, Safety, and Palantir and the police state technology worked in concert with the Arkansas State Troopers, and they're just picking people off left and right. Be careful out there, people. That would be swaggy. That would be so funny. All he had was a box full of Rob Schneider movies on DVD. Yeah, it's not just Flock, guys. They can get rid of Flock, but it's Flock, Axon, Motorola, Gentrack, or whatever that other company is. There's 8 or 9 major companies that compete for business in the surveillance police state space. Exactly, Amy.
Hot Springs on 1015. Can you give me OCA for building 590?
All right, I'm going to fast forward this. I want you to hear how excited this trooper is to make this bust. Here, he's going to call his Sarge. Here we go.
Hey, can you FaceTime me real quick? It's a bunch of meth.
Holy crap, bro.
Suicide load. Just 2. I inventoried it because there's another bag too. But it's suicide load. He said he's coming from Dallas. LPR showed he's coming from Houston.
Oh, he just said it. LPR indicates. Oh, listen, I did not catch that the first time I listened to this.
It's suicide load. He said he's coming from Dallas. LPR showed he's coming from Houston. Super nervous.
LPR said he's coming from Houston. Super nervous.
Towed it for no license, but it's a bunch of meth.
He told him it was for no license, so maybe he was lying about that. Interesting. So if he was lying about, see, it seems like this would be the fruit of the poisonous tree, because if indeed he was lying about the registration being out, which is stupid. If you're going to ride dirty, quote unquote dirty, have your registration paid up. Don't put a target on your back. Do the speed limit. Activate your turn signals. Don't follow too close. But he wasn't following close. That's why he was pulled over. Apparently, according to him and his testimony with this sergeant right here, he didn't. There was nothing wrong with the license plate, but he said it was. So if there was no vehicle violation, even if it's 115 pounds of math, isn't this fruit of the poisonous tree?
Yeah, he started pulling a semi way too close.
That's a lie.
It's my first stop of the day.
Yeah, boy, that's awesome, dude.
Dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
All right, bro, good job.
Yep, appreciate it.
Yeah, boy, I'm excited, man. I didn't even need to bring the drug dog, man. Where's my boss? I gotta get my boss on the line and tell him what I did. Oh, God, I'm so excited. Oh, man, you ain't gonna believe this. There's 2 whole boxes of math, man. Oh, my God, I figured it out. I used the APR. He said he was coming from Dallas, but I knew he was coming from Houston. Oh, we got the goods. Tell him, kick. This is great. Oh, I love it. I feel like I'm on the set of Dukes of Hazzard or something. Bunch of Gestapo dressed losers, man. I wanted to show you, there's a couple that I have set up right here, but the one I really wanted to show you was the pertaining to Flock. I thought I had this already set up here. You know what? I had it set up. Where is it? I got to find it because I want to show you what this guy says about flock safety and the reality of what's going on with it. Let's see. I think I had it in. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to try to pull it up here because we got to expose these damn thin blue line tyrants. I'll tell you what.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I found it. Let's just pull that over to the main screen. Listen to this guy right here. Listen to this. And we're going to see more and more Flock. And if it's not Flock, it's going to be Axon. And if it's not going to be Axon, it is going to be Motorola. But I want to show you this right here because this is our reality. This is another reason why you don't want to answer any questions of cops, because they already know the answer. They know where you've come from. They're going to ask you, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What Flock is doing is working with Palantir. Palantir is basically this Israeli company that's into cybersecurity and surveillance and basically setting up the surveillance and control grid with all these mega centers going on. But what they do is they grab your license plate, and now with signal trace technology, they can find out what signals are emitting from your car, whether it's from your car's new infotainment system or whether it's from cell phone. Maybe you got 4 people in the vehicle, they're all emitting signals. So they know who those signals belong to because these cell phones have IP addresses and they've got codes that are constantly being put out, and it's attached to a name that has a social security number, which they can also trace and track at lightning AI speeds. If you have AirPods, those emit a signal too. So they know who's in your vehicle, or at least if they don't now, they will soon because they attach these to these Flock safety cameras. So they know the license plate number, and they put all the data together of who's in your vehicle, where you departed from, where you've been, because all of the Flock cameras are constantly taking pictures and sending data and collating it and categorizing it. So the cops know where you've been, and they know likely where you're going, and they know how many stops you've made in the meantime. And that's why that one Arkansas state trooper said to that one guy, I was wondering why it took you so long to get out of New Mexico. And he was basically like, what are you talking about? This is the all-seeing George Orwell eye that never blinks. And that brings us to this video right here. This is the kind of stuff we cannot continue to tolerate.
My name is Dr. Vietrin. I'm a professor at Ohio State University. At the Ohio State University, my areas of expertise include crime, surveillance, and policing. I've been doing this research for 14 years now, first at the University of California, and then at Yale, and now in Columbus. It is my professional opinion that Flock is a dystopian violation of our rights. And what I mean by that is that it inverts the very nature of how police are supposed to function. So in traditional investigations, a crime is supposed to happen first, and then detectives are supposed to identify a list of plausible suspects, and then those suspects.
Exactly. And it's always been like that. In traditional policing, a crime is supposed to happen first. They're supposed to work from the crime backwards and then start building the case of who possibly committed this crime. But there can be no crime if there isn't a victim. So if there is no victim, there's no crime, and there should be no investigation. Only when there's a crime should there be an investigation. But right now with Flock and Axon and Motorola, there's a constant suspicion that you have or are about to commit a crime. That's the huge, huge problem.
Are placed under investigation. But under Flock, we are all, everybody in this room, every day, every time we get into our cars, we are all under investigation at all times for all crimes.
Exactly. We are all suspects at all times.
Then when a crime actually does occur, the police have a list of pre-investigated suspects. That's you, that's me, that's everybody in this room who gets in a car, that's everybody in this city. So today in Columbus, our constitutional rights, especially our Fourth Amendment rights, are flagrantly violated every single day as a matter of regular government policy. Let me phrase this another way. Today I've heard a lot in these chambers about investigating crimes. I've heard that a lot. Flock lets us investigate crimes, Flock lets us prevent crimes. But it's my position that this is actually a misnomer. Despite what others have said here, Flock does not investigate crimes at all. It is not a tool for investigating crimes.
Yep.
And that misnomer has apparently bamboozled several people in this room. Flock is, at its very foundation, a tool for investigating pre-crimes. Not crimes, but pre-crimes. So others in this room have implied that we can reform Flock, we can have Flock and preserve our civil liberties. We can make this technology work for us.
And you know what? That's BS right there. You cannot have individual liberties and Flock operating concurrently. It's not true. If you have Flock, you have no civil liberties. If you have civil liberties, you do not have Flock. They cannot work together in tandem.
Just need to install more safeguards. We just need to install more protections. We just need guardrails that will prevent abusers from stalking their ex-girlfriends. Yet the very nature of this technology, that is the technology as a tool for investigating pre-crime, categorically precludes that. This is not a technology that can be reformed.
I want to replay that. Let me take the next 15 seconds over.
Or
Listen to
managed. We just need to install more protections. We just need guardrails.
Joseph, thank you for that. If you grabbed up one of those, here's the deal memberships. Thank Joseph.
That will prevent abusers from stalking their ex-girlfriends. Yet the very nature of this technology, that is the technology as a tool for investigating pre-crime, categorically precludes that.
Yep.
This is not a technology that can be reformed,
nope,
or regulated or managed. It is not a technology that can be made righteous. On this matter, we cannot and we can never have our cake and eat it too.
Amen. You really cannot say that better. If you think you can, I want to hear it and I want to learn from it.
To believe otherwise is hubris. And to be frank, I have seen a baffling amount of hubris in these chambers today.
Let me show you real quick what this cop says. He's a police chief, what he says about Flock and about somebody who just got done destroying one or two Flock cameras. Listen to this. Georgia sheriff offers a $1,000 reward over destroying Flock camera found in woods. And he promises we're going to put more cameras up in place of that camera you just destroyed because we want to surveil everyone.
So I hope you're happy with this. It was to keep our kids safe. That's what this is about.
There we go.
And you went and done this. I want you to know I'm offering a $1,000 reward for information that will lead to an arrest to who done this. And to all you people out there about the Flock cameras that say, oh, they're watching us, or they control our every move. Well, this is proof. We had to look for this and find it in the woods. We will be placing another one there. You have cost the county money that we will have to buy another camera to replace. And this one.
Basically, he's gaslighting us. He's gaslighting everybody. And police chiefs and sheriffs who support this kind of stuff are gaslighting you. Basically, they're like, you cut down the Flock cameras? Don't you realize we installed those for the safety of the children? It's always about safety, right? The safety of the people will always be the alibi of tyrants. The only reason we installed this right here is so our community can be safe and so our children can be safe. Now, if you don't want Flock cameras, and here comes the false dichotomy. And here's where they start gaslighting, because they're the ones actually committing crimes against us by surveilling us and treating us all like criminals in the Flock safety Palantir ecosystem. If you don't want if Flock cameras are here for child safety, for community safety, and you don't want Flock cameras, then you don't care about the safety of the children. You don't give a damn about the safety of the community. Guess what? We're going to put up more Flock cameras so that you guys can be safe. And I'm going to be the hero.
That I replaced with, it will have video capabilities where if it is tampered with, it will video to hopefully get the person that damages it.
He doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about. He is so far out on the limb on his technological understanding of what Flock really is and what Flock does.
That's what it will do, is video the person that does this type of stuff to government items. So I hope you're happy.
Yeah. It kind of already does that, Chief, you dumbass. Now, this while we're talking about flock safety and Palantir and data centers, it all starts from the bottom up. This all has to do with law enforcement, abuse of authority. If the problem with the world is that there are evil people in the world, then the last thing you want to do is give some of those evil people a uniform, a badge, a gun, qualified immunity, unbridled authority, and flock security cameras and Palantir technology. Listen to this guy.
You gave Meta, a $1.5 trillion company, a 20-year tax break.
Listen to this. This community member, this city council member, gaslight the public and feign care and concern and shed tears over a price or a tax increase on the people for Meta, which is going to power the Flock security and Palantir system.
Duncan Searcy.
It's been a little while since I've been to one of these, so I thought I'd come harass you. Now I'm going to be pretty nice.
2 days later.
I was a lot nicer on Tuesday when I spoke, but some of the responses I got from you actually is what made me upset, and I'm not going to be quite as nice tonight. Brett, you said something that struck me.
We are called upon to make some pretty nasty decisions. I don't know how else to say it.
You said, we have been called upon to make this decision. Brett, who is calling upon you?
That's great. I love it when people compile videos. We have been called upon to make some pretty nasty decisions. Yeah, who called upon? Because the people aren't calling upon you, Mr. Councilman and Miss Councilwoman. The people aren't calling on you to increase their taxes so they can facilitate this Meta data center that nobody wants. Who's putting the pressure on you? Because it ain't us.
To raise the property taxes. If we elect you and you work for us, who's calling upon you to make any kind of decision?
Exactly.
And then, Melissa, it bothered you so much, just the thought of raising taxes on our poor families brought you to tears.
It's your property. You worked hard to bring it home. You use it to take care of your family. And we don't take that responsibility lightly.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
I want you to know that as we prepare to make this decision as a council, that we're thinking about you. We're thinking about your individual circumstances.
Sweetheart, you don't need to be upset. Just vote no. You don't have to raise the taxes. This is your choice. You get to vote yes or no. Everybody is struggling in this economy, every single person. Okay? If we as citizens are tightening our belts and we're deciding what we have to cut out of our lives, so must the city. And Melissa, I'm sorry, I'm going to call you out. I'm tired of the performative testimony meeting style emotion.
I love
it's
it.
Manipulative, and you have the chance tonight to vote no and prove that I'm wrong and that you.
She did, in fact, vote yes to raise taxes in spite of the fact that she shed tears talking about the community members and how hard they work and how difficult it would be if they raised the taxes. And then she turned around and raised the taxes after crying about taxes being raised. And the power was in her hands. That's just like the cops saying, hey, we're here to serve and protect you from domestic enemies, all enemies, foreign and domestic. And then they turn around and become the very domestic enemies they swore to protect us from. Hey, save your tears and save your stupid constitutional sounding words, because we just don't believe them anymore. You guys are a bunch of freaking liars, man. And I hate myself for wearing out the word psychopath. If you can come up with a better word than psychopath, lay it on me and I'll start using that too. And I'll try to incorporate multiple words. But the word that's the strongest to me is psychopath. You're so conscience seared that you really want us to believe your tears as you're voting for the very thing that you shed the tears for, and you had the power to stop it, and then you didn't.
About the poor families, but when you sit up there and get emotional, it really bothers those of us that have discernment. A big reason why we're here tonight is because you gave Meta, a $1.5 trillion company, a 20-year tax break.
Wow.
Had you not done that, remaining. I don't think we'd be in this financial situation. And you keep touting this infrastructure that Facebook has brought to the city. I have never once driven out to the Facebook building. Probably never will. They have not improved anything in the city that we, the citizens, use on a daily basis. So stop trying to gaslight us into like, oh, Facebook has been such a good deal. This is such a good deal. We're tired of it. Start working for us. or next election, we are going to speak even.
Don't you think speaking is over? Aren't we like past that point? They don't care what we say. You've seen the city council, especially in Box Elder County, where Kevin O'Leary wants to put that massive, what is it? Just a crazy 62 square mile facility that he bought. And he wants to put that huge data center. And then there were 3 council members that could have struck it down, but they all 3 voted for it when they knew all the community members were against it, or a large majority. There, I don't remember even seeing a yes vote on that, and yet they voted yes anyway. Speaking doesn't work. Electing public officials doesn't work. Speaking louder doesn't work. Protests don't work. So what do you think the next step is? They're not listening to our words. They don't care. They show by their actions they don't care. We're going to continue to economically terrorize you under the corporate traffic laws and the drug laws, which isn't a war on drugs, it's a war on people. We're going to go ahead and usher in Meta and Google and Alphabet Inc., and we're going to build all these data centers and steal all your power and all your water. There's that one place in Tahoe where 47,000 people in 2027 are going to be without electricity because they're going to route all that electrical power to this data center that they're building. And they're like, well, you're going to have to find another means. So they're willing to put 47,000 people's lives on blast for a data center, one single data center.
Your time is up.
For those that don't know, this performative city council meeting where they're pretending to cry and care about increasing the property taxes on the residents.
Unbelievable.
Eagle Mountain City Council. It is in Utah.
What you do is you just go, hey, you know what? Policies don't change things. Changing elected officials doesn't change things. Our speaking about it doesn't change things. Speaking loudly doesn't change things. Protesting doesn't change things. You guys make your own. We're out of here, but we just want you to know, make whatever law you want to. We're not going to obey it. Increase whatever tax you're going to increase. We've all decided as a community we're sticking together, and there ain't no way we're paying one single penny more in taxes. It's not going to happen. What if we just did that? I mean, because if we don't band together, if we don't do something together, do the right thing and stand together, we will all hang together. That's just the fact.
And how much were they planning on increasing the property taxes? It was initially proposed at 220%. They approved at 183%. So that's a pretty big property tax increase for people in this area.
That's, oh my God, that's almost, I cannot believe 183. 18% would be horrible. 8%, but 183% tax increase.
And what was the decision? How many people actually voted yes to increase the property taxes after they all pretended to care about the residents and their financial situations? They said that they specifically were looking into all the residents and how it would affect them. Well, let's see how many of them cared. Here we go. How many voted yes? Oh, all of them. The vote was unanimous.
How are these people not being tarred and feathered, guys? How is it possible that they are actually living in their homes in this area and not have, well, you know, I got to be careful what I say here, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Every one of these city council members unanimously voted yes on the tax increase on this town. And don't think this is going to stop over here. It's not going to stop with Box Elder County. It's not going to stop with Eagle Mountain. It's not going to stop with you or I. It's going, they are rushing this thing through like crazy because, man, we got to beat the Chinese. We got to beat the Russians. We got to win the AI war. If we don't win the AI war, we're sunk, they tell us. So we got to increase your property taxes so we can give them the tax breaks. You know, that's how we got to work this, right? So let me deal with one more thing right here. Okay, so we got that guy. I want to show you, they're calling this guy right here an entitled sovereign citizen. It says entitled sovereign citizen thought he knew the law better than the police sergeant. I want you to tell me if you think that this man got his rights violated during this traffic stop.
A police officer notices a vehicle driving with its trunk open and a lawnmower sticking out.
How many times have you seen this? I live in the state of Oklahoma. You see this kind of thing all the time. So this guy is actually doing hard work, labor. He's benefiting people, in this case, a church, by performing a service, and he's just driving down the road. If you just, I know this is hard to believe or hard to picture, but if you were a cop, let's just say if you were a peace officer, okay, if you were a rights protector, would you even bother this guy? Would you detain him for a single second because you can't read his license plate? Would you rather not? I'd be like, I don't care if you have a license plate. I don't know. Did you commit a crime? Did you pick somebody's pocket? Did you trip somebody? Did you bloody their nose? Did you damage them in any way? This is so freaking petty that any cop would not care that this act of evil is recorded.
So he gets behind it, pulls it over, but before long, he'll uncover something that the driver is intentionally hiding.
I want to hide everything from the government. I don't know about you.
Going on? Hey, Deputy Robbins, Putnam County Sheriff's Office. Reason I pulled you over, obviously, you got...
Poor dog is in danger of being shot and doesn't even know it.
To have your tag visible.
Just got done cutting. Look, I'm off soaking wet from cutting the lawn.
I get it, man. I'm just saying, just letting you know. So I just get a trailer or something for the...
Well, I don't do this often.
Oh, okay.
I do it for the church.
Oh, okay, I got you. Got your license on you, man?
No, I don't have anything off me.
Oh, good, man.
You know what I mean?
What's up?
I said, you know what I mean?
What?
I'm Clinton Fifth. I'm not going to give no information, whatever you got to do. I don't think you have probable. That guy cut around me, not to mention the guy went by me was doing 70, and you were sitting there, and all that happened, and you pulled me over because I got a lawnmower in the car. Okay.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's true, but I wouldn't be putting somebody else on blast. I'm surprised the cop didn't say anything about the crack in the windshield. They're super petty about that kind of stuff too.
I'm not going.
Unit Wellington 9, you have background.
I'm going to go the private trust route, and that's that.
35.
So I'm in the private. I'm not in the public.
Amen.
I operate in the private.
That's right.
So you don't want to show me a driver's license?
Now, the problem with this is we have two worlds colliding here. We got the cop who's like, no, I'm a corporate traffic misfit. I just do what I'm told regardless of what is right, and you're pretty much in trouble. And this guy's like, hey, I'm just private. Leave me alone. And the guy with the force, might equals right with these guys.
Well, I don't have a drive. Well, I do, but I don't. No. Nope. Nothing.
What's that?
I claim the fifth.
You claim the fifth?
Yep. No more questions.
So you don't want to give me any driver's license?
Zero. I don't have any. You have no probable to pull me over. I'm claiming the fifth. Whatever happens from here, I'll take it to court.
Okay.
In a free country, you could actually drive down the road with your hatchback open with the lawnmower handle sticking out.
So just hang out here.
Okay.
You got any information on you, boss? Huh? You got any driver's license, any information, anything like that? Because you're not wearing a seatbelt. You're committing a violation as well.
Okay.
This evil, psychopathic tyrant.
Sorry.
You're good, boss.
I can't even imagine wanting to extract ID from somebody.
You're good. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Richard, common spelling, what's the last name?
Yes.
Middle initial?
No.
No middle initial?
No.
Date of birth?
586.
So you're refusing to give me any information
I'm
whatsoever?
not refusing.
Look at this guy. I'm reading this guy loud and clear. This guy's face right here. He's so disgusted with this. It's like, I'm an adult. Leave me the frick alone. Stop treating me like a little kid.
Exercising my right.
Right.
So this is a detention. This
Yeah, it is.
Considered an arrest.
Yes. So I'm going to explain to you how this is going to go.
I know exactly
I'm going
how
to
it's
explain
gonna
how
go.
this is going to go. You can provide me with your driver's license. Do you want to provide me with any driver's license?
No, I am claiming the fifth.
So you don't want to identify yourself?
I'm claiming the fifth.
Cool.
I'm
How
going
about
to
for me?
exercise my right.
Okay, that's good. How about for me? Put your hands behind your back.
What a nightmare.
I'm
Stop.
trying to pull my shirt was caught in there.
It's hard to believe that one single red-blooded American is on board with any of this.
I wasn't trying to.
I got you.
So my dog, everything's going to be screwed up because
Yep.
What improbable? What's the probable?
Because it's an improper tag display. You have
You see the freaking lawnmower.
No,
it won't
can't-
close with the lawnmower. there, so-
tag is
See, they've treated probable cause from the Fourth Amendment as you have I have probable cause to pull you over and interrupt your freedom because traffic law says so. So therefore, realistically speaking and practically speaking, corporate traffic law is the supreme law of the land in the minds of these road pirates. And this is what he's acting as. He's acting as an agent of the state and nothing more than a revenue generator, just hassling people, harassing them, extracting money from hardworking individuals.
not visible.
And who cares? Let's say he does have drugs. Who cares? Who freaking cares?
50 feet. You don't identify yourself.
So the guy that cut me off in front of the head, that's okay. That's cool.
I was pulling you over. I was going to actually talk to him. Do you have a warrant or something like that? Like, what's
No,
the
I
deal?
don't have
You
any
just don't have
warrant.
a
No, I
driver's
don't have a
license?
warrant. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a warrant.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm operating in a private under trust, and I'm not playing that.
Cool.
I'm not playing the court game. Okay, the bank game.
Okay.
You know,
Do you have your?
the bond game.
Okay, yeah.
So
you're gonna go to jail. That's
I
what
know
we're
I'm
doing.
going to
That's
go.
what game we're gonna
Hey, what are you doing with my keys, man? Put them in my pocket.
I'm going to put you in a cage because you broke corporate traffic law. Jay Lobo, thanks, man. Appreciated talking to you yesterday, too. Jay Lobo is responsible for sending me this video right here and the last two videos that we just took a look at. I was so compelled to do this video after he showed me these. I don't know about you guys, but when I watch these videos, I can feel, I don't have a blood pressure problem, but I can feel my pulse in my neck. I can feel, you know, how you can kind of feel your face getting red, you know, things start getting hot. And I'm like, and the thing that really sends me over the edge is that there are people that approve of these actions right here. There are people who will actually say, that's a hero that's interrupting this guy. That's a hero that's infringing on this guy's rights. That's a hero that is trampling his Fourth Amendment right to be secure in his person. And I feel like I'm living on Earth with a bunch of aliens. And that's what really, really pisses me off. Because if we all actually stood together against all unrighteousness, even the legal unrighteousness, because this is legal, this is perfectly legal. It's absolutely immoral, but it's perfectly legal. So we live in the land of the free, home of the slave, while other people call it the land of the free, home of the brave. But they live in a delusion, those people who believe this is the land of the free, home of the brave. And that's what really, really sends my blood pressure through the roof and gets my blood boiling. How about you? Let me know what you think about that.
Just come over here. I'm putting them right here so no one drops off. Come over here. You got anything on you, boss?
We're not going to run or do stupid shit.
Okay. I appreciate that. Come over here. You got anything on you?
I'm done playing this corporate game.
Okay.
What is this, Putnam Sheriff? Putnam County? Is that Putnam County?
You don't want to identify yourself whatsoever?
No.
Okay, we'll just fingerprint
What'd you say?
You don't want to identify yourself?
No, did you say anything else other than that? I thought I heard something else. No, I'm claiming the fifth. It's
Good.
exercising my rights. Cool.
So
I hope he stays with that, and I hope he doesn't beg. I haven't seen past this point right here.
what we'll do for the traffic violation, we'll go to jail for resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You're not providing your information.
And you're allowed. That's my right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm exercising my rights.
Okay.
You cannot punish me for exercising my rights.
That's cool. Okay.
You cannot do it.
Yeah, you're refusing to identify yourself.
No, it's not a refusal. It's claiming the fifth. Is a constitutional right. And you cannot violate it, and you're jeopardizing your immunity.
So let me tell you something.
I'm going to tell you, I got a civil rights attorney.
Yeah,
I'm telling you how it's going to go down.
Probable cause.
No probable.
Yeah.
You have no probable.
It's a stop. It's a lawful stop.
It's not a lawful.
A decent human being who actually has a conscience and isn't an order follower would have never, ever pulled this guy over. And if you thought it was a safety issue, you just pull him over for a second and you go, hey, man, just with your tailgate open and the lawnmower could come out into traffic and it could hurt people. Just want to let you know, nope, put your license away. I do not want to know who you are. I did not run your tag. I don't care if you're registered or not. I ain't about that tyranny stuff. I could respect a guy like that. Well, kinda, but he's still on the dole. He's still a welfare recipient. He's still getting a paycheck from the extortion of the tax cattle in his area. So even if he was doing all that good stuff, which would be good, he's still getting money, stolen loot from the people. That's no bueno.
Stop.
Yes, it is because
It's a violation of the free market.
proper tag display. You have your.
Man, I have equipment in the car. It's not illegal.
Okay.
I'm not illegal, and you're asking me to
Does
sacrifice
that say one nation under God?
my rights, which I'm not, and you're going to lose your
That
immunity.
supervisor's right here, so you can talk to her
Okay,
about
well, I'm going to explain.
it. He's claiming the fifth. He doesn't want to identify himself, so I'm saying.
Perfect. We'll identify you.
I'm exercising.
Oh God, it's a pigtail. All she's gonna be. Will she escalate or de-escalate? You guys put a 1 in the room if she's gonna. You think she's gonna escalate. Put a 2 in the room if you think she's gonna be de-escalating. But she's a commander. She is this guy's boss. Oh boy.
You're going to lose your
That
immunity.
supervisor's right here, so you can talk to her
Okay,
about
well, I'm going to explain.
it. He's claiming the fifth. He doesn't want to identify himself, so I'm saying.
Perfect. We'll identify you.
Perfect.
That's also that's resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You are resisting.
Exercising my rights is not resisting.
You're not complying with the a lawful traffic stop.
Okay, it's not a lawful traffic stop. I didn't.
You're not complying with did she say you're not complying with an unlawful traffic stop? Let me hear.
Resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You are resisting.
Exercising my rights is not resisting.
You're not complying with the a lawful traffic stop.
Okay.
You're not complying with an unlawful traffic stop. I totally agree. It's an unconstitutional traffic stop.
It's not a lawful traffic stop. I didn't do anything wrong.
You decided to ride with, right?
Huh?
You decided to ride with him, right? So this is your information right here, Richard Brinson? Yeah. I'm just verifying. No middle initial whatsoever? Okay.
What'd you pull him over for?
Improper tag display. You can't see the.
Wait a second. She doesn't even know why the guy was pulled over, but she insists that it's lawful while she called it unlawful. This is just a mess.
Because my tailgate's up because of the lawnmower. And 3 cars, 1 car cut me off, and another guy was doing 70 right on by. But he had busting in. After they were clearly breaking law. Dude almost wrecked me coming in
Give me
here.
1 second. Okay.
The sergeant then asks an important question.
You can't see the tag. In 50 feet. Can you see the tag?
But he's clearly it's the one didn't fit all the way. I mean, he could have actually taken the screws off, loosened the screws, and put that handle down for sure. You got nothing else? Is this his car?
I'm not sure.
Can you see the tag?
Oh, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, you're good. Carry on. 100% lawful traffic stop.
100% lawful. Yeah, but it's also 100% unconstitutional. It's also 100% immoral.
That ain't a license plate.
That's private trust. I'm private trust,
Yes,
and I'm
sir.
operating in private.
Yes, sir.
You'll see.
I'll see what?
You're in court. You're losing
For
it,
what?
violating rights.
What right?
My right to claiming the fifth. He's saying I'm refusing. I'm not
You are
refusing.
refusing to
And I do
identify
not
yourself on a lawful
if
traffic
I'm
stop.
operating in the private, I'm not in your jurisdiction.
There's not operating in the private.
There is.
There is.
Wow. Okay.
I've been doing this for a minute.
I know
sir.
because people haven't been exercising their rights.
They're not correct.
Yeah, you're okay.
You're
You
incorrect.
can believe what you want.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
You're
I'm
wrong.
operating in private.
You're wrong.
Unfortunately, this is one of those things where we live in 2 worlds. We live in the world where the order followers are just going to do what the politicians tell them to do, even though it's immoral, and they're going to be petty and they're going to pull you over. And this guy is absolutely right. I haven't messed with anybody. I'm operating in the private. I am not operating commercially. I'm not an Uber driver. I'm not a Lyft driver. I'm not a bus driver. I'm not a truck driver. I'm not a delivery driver. I'm just mowing somebody's yard, and I'm not even doing it for money. There is a difference between commercial and private. There's a difference between a driver and a traveler. Now, the powers that shouldn't be will not recognize that. That is also our reality, and it doesn't make what the cops do right. But you have to recognize that when you do operate like that on this plane where there are 2 different people looking at the same thing in 2 different ways, you can expect the pushback. And here's where the friction comes from. And you got the bootlickers, but like Brandon soften them up, Tel Aviv Tatum, and you've got Sergeant Curtis and Sergeant Steve and Van Balian, who are always licking and shoving the boot down their throats as deep as it'll possibly go because they want to keep this corrupt system going. And they'll constantly mock guys like this for being sovereign citizens when the real quote unquote sovereign citizens, which is an oxymoronic term, are the guys who operate consistently above even their own law. That's the law enforcers.
Not in your jurisdiction.
So you're refusing to identify yourself?
Putting your lights on without an emergency is against the law.
So you're refusing to cooperate?
I'm not refusing anything.
I love that. That's just flat out. You put on your emergency lights and sirens to pull me over when there was no emergency. But they'll call this an emergency because you violated corporate traffic law, and that's emergency enough, young man.
Exercising my right.
Those are not the right rights.
My right is to
You're
remain
incorrect
silent
in your
and give no information.
You have to identify yourself.
No, I do not. Not on an unlawful stop.
It's lawful.
It's not lawful. You had no probable. Zero. And honestly, you see, you're going to put my dog.
It actually is lawful because they wrote it into their own laws. But if we're specific about this, it's unconstitutional. But even above that, even if you didn't have the paper known as the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, like Lysander Spooner said, whether the Constitution is one thing or the other, this much is certain. It's authorized such a tyrannical government as we have, where it's been powerless to stop it. In either case, it's unfit to exist. So even if you didn't have the Constitution, we know this guy, he's not being suspected of committing a crime, but they will call a violation of corporate traffic law a crime. So now we live in bizarro world where we get to redefine terms and what a crime is. And because you violated our politicians' laws, you fit the bill for that. So now we get to be petty and we get to be psychopathic while we come off as heroes and warriors. That's the sick society that we live in. And we got to change it. That's why I have this channel. We got to set brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let's go ahead and proceed with this.
Him up. Okay, he's going to be in the pound. Okay, they'll probably put him down.
Who's your friend? Can he drive?
No, he's habitual, so it's getting towed.
Oh, yep.
Look, now she's mocking him. This is economic terrorism. Now they're going to steal the vehicle. They're going to impound his dog. While he's in jail, they're probably going to put the dog to sleep. He's going to have to pay to get out of jail, pay to get his vehicle out. This is horrible, guys. This is horrible. This is legalized criminality, what these cops are doing.
Wrong. So now you're going to laugh at him because he's habitual because of your system?
Because he can't drive. That's his problem.
I know,
not yours.
You're right, but it's not funny.
I didn't do it. He
It's
did
not funny.
It is funny.
It's not.
He did it to himself.
See, you guys,
Wow.
you don't, because you work all the time.
This is why people don't care when a deck collapses on 10 federal marshals serving a warrant. This is why people don't care when there's a distracted driver and they sideswipe a road pirate who's economically terrorizing somebody. This is why people don't shed a tear when there's a long 2-hour funeral procession with flag draped coffins for some cop who's not going to be able to economically terrorize or falsely imprison somebody. This is why.
Paying attention, we're back under constitutional law.
God.
That's happened in 2016.
No kidding.
We went out of the United States of America Incorporated is dead. The IRS is gone. Okay, and the Fed is
No,
gone.
we still have one.
They're tearing down the Fed building. It's already gone.
I
Yeah.
think you're delusional.
No, I'm not.
Are you diagnosed with any
Listen,
medical
this is fact.
conditions?
I'm telling you.
Specifically
Listen.
mental conditions?
Wow, really?
Ask me.
That's
The person who has a man torture cuffed behind the vehicle and is getting ready to kidnap him is asking the guy they're going to kidnap, are you suffering from any medical conditions or mental conditions? Clown world, man. I can just see the clowns juggling under the big top right now. And the bigger the clown, the bigger the badge.
no answer to questions. But what I'm telling, so I'm allowed to tell you things, but I don't have to answer questions.
But you still have to identify yourself.
God. Poor dog.
Listen.
I've been listening, buddy.
Okay, I know you have. So
What a-
I'm not trying to argue with you, man.
What an arrogant biatch.
Okay.
What's up? What's up? Yes, I have.
Sound good?
Yeah, just give us 1 second. We're figuring out the car and stuff like that. Where do you stay at?
Oh, I stand back. It's about to
Okay, perfect.
Those are not the right facts that
They-
you have.
No, you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Okay, we're under. Since,
I've been doing this for a while.
okay, well, that's why. That's why.
Look at those. I even got some of
Oh,
those.
that's great. That's awesome.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, did she just point to her chevrons? Let's see.
Okay, we're under. Since,
I've been doing this for a while.
okay, well, that's why. That's why.
Look at those. I even got some of those.
Wow, what an arrogant woman.
Great. That's awesome.
Okay.
I'm proud of you. You know what I
Good,
mean?
but you're wrong.
Listen, the facts are the facts. You haven't been informed. The judges and the sheriffs are going to get prosecuted for breaking their oath. You're taking an oath to protect and serve the Constitution from foreign and domestic. Okay?
How long with all this?
Just give me.
He's speaking the truth right there. I don't know about all this. The Fed building has been torn down and there is no more IRS. That's crazy stuff. I mean, it's, unless he knows something that I don't, but the bottom line is he's speaking the truth about common law. Steve Harola, 5 of you have become the beneficiary of a brand new Here's the Deal membership, courtesy of Steve. Give Steve a shout out. Thank you, Steve.
1 second, I'm gonna get with my supervisor, and you should be cool. You should be good on your way. I completely understand that.
Hey, that's not a legal term.
I am operating in the private
You got a
underage
vent?
trust.
Run the vent.
Whatever. Do you want?
What's her name? Sergeant Walker?
Is anyone? Can someone come for?
This woman right here. Oh my gosh. When I see people like this, it runs all over me, man.
The dog? Because we're towing the car.
That's what I'm saying. You're busting me for nothing.
What's up? What's up?
For the key so he can let up the windows. You got the key?
I got the key. Right.
Okay, I want to say you can let up. I gonna let up the windows. Oh, y'all go.
We're gonna tow the car. It's all good.
I have the right. I didn't do anything wrong, so you have no problem. I didn't speed. I didn't turn or change lanes without a signal. I was in the turning lane when he pulled me over. A guy cut me off when I was turning, almost crashed us all, but he didn't look at that. So the problem is with me, and I'm not trying to be argumentative, is that you working for the sheriff and the corporation, the United States of America, and you haven't been informed. They keep you in the dark. Okay? It is honestly factual that we are under constitutional law.
Where's this factual?
It's called executive orders.
Yeah, no, really, it's not. It's called the Bill of Rights. The cops are violating your Fourth Amendment right every time they pull you over. You have the right to be secure in your person. If you didn't violate somebody, it says you have the right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. You have the right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. If corporate traffic law makes you insecure in your person's houses, papers, and effects, then that alone is a violation. The only way you can reach out and grab somebody is if they've used their rights to interfere with the rights of others. And you haven't done that when you broke drug law. All you want to do is pursue life, liberty, and happiness. And the way you happen to do it is cannabis or the cocoa leaf or some other form of DRUG. That's how you pursue happiness. But these are people who are like, no, you can't pursue happiness that way because our politicians wrote fancy words and magical words on pieces of paper and then sprinkled it with magical legislative pixie dust. And it made it so, because the politicians said it, I'm a law enforcer. I'm a dutiful law enforcer, and I don't question the orders I'm given. I just carry them out and enforce them. So again, this is 2 different worlds colliding. And whether everything on what he's saying is true or not, the bottom line is he hasn't committed a crime. There is no victim. There's no verified complainant, period. Case closed. And that's what I would be asking. If I was an actual law enforcer, I'd be like, okay, I just arrived on the scene. I don't know what's going on. Could you fill me in? Yeah, he was driving with his hatch up and the lawnmower out, and we couldn't see his license plate. Oh, look, it says private. Yeah, but is there a verified complainant? Did anybody complain that he stole things from them, that he forced them to do things that they didn't want to do, that he damaged their stuff and didn't pay for it? Is there any verified complaint? No, there isn't. Then what the hell are you? Don't force me to arrest you. Let this guy go. But then you wouldn't be a cop for very long because you'd be one of them good apples we hear so much about. But you know what? The bottom line is you don't want to grab the ring of psychopathy. You don't want to control other people. You realize that you're not going to be able to change the system from within because it's not a systemic problem. It's a heart problem. All these psychopaths, it's not so much that power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's that power draws the corruptible like a magnet. You leave that power vacuum, they will fill it with some people who are pretty shady and pretty evil.
2016, 2018, they're still coming out. They are.
Is there anything in the car we should know about?
No.
Okay.
That's not how what we've been told. So until
I know
I've
you
been
haven't.
told that,
I know you haven't. You're
the
not going
rules
to
are
change.
the way they are.
I know the
That is
way they
illegal, and
were.
what you did was illegal.
There you go. The rules are the way they are, and we're just mindless order followers, and we're going to bring those to fruition in your life.
So you are not being. It's not
The way they
unconstitutional.
were is not the way
So what
they
is your
are.
name again? That's
Have a
fine.
good day. Oh, listen, very
So
pretty.
you can
I'm
go
very
to-
proud of you.
You can go to jail as a John
I
Doe.
know I'm
That's
going to go to jail for no reason. That's the thing is, and so
This could have been a
Did he just say you're very pretty and I'm very proud of you? What the heck? No.
have a good day. Oh, listen, very
So
pretty.
you can
I'm
go
very
to-
proud of you.
You can go to jail as a John Doe.
I know I'm
That's
going to go to
fine.
jail for no reason. That's the thing is, and so
This could have been a
you're
simple
kidnapping
ticket.
me.
This could have been
You're
a ticket.
kidnapping me.
Could have been a simple ticket. Simple ticket.
Well, then give me the ticket. If I give you my ID, you're going to give me the ticket and let me drive?
That's up
No,
to
you're
him. It's
not.
his traffic stop.
No, it's not. He's going to take it personally because I exercise my right to remain silent. So now you're going to write down in the police report that it's a refusal. I
Yep.
did not refuse. I said I'm going to exercise
But then
my.
you said if it was just a ticket, you would identify
No,
yourself. See,
I-
you've just contradicted
No,
your
I
own
didn't.
self.
No.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
You cannot, if somebody exercises their right and feel that you had, first of all, I'm not in your jurisdiction. Second, because in private, I'm not in your jurisdiction.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Absolutely.
You're wrong. I'm not going to argue. We already went around this once, right?
Keep going.
Okay, you became a sergeant because you've been obeying their rules and policies. I'm not under statutes or rules.
Yes, you are.
They're not constitutional
Are
law.
you a United States citizen?
No, I'm an American national.
Okay. Yeah. You were
Yeah.
born in the
I'm
United
an American. I'm not a citizen.
You were
of the,
born
I'm
in
not
the
a
United
citizen
States.
of the
You have
state
a
of
social
Florida.
security number.
That's
You
federal.
are a
That's
citizen of the
federal.
United
That's
States.
federal, not state. Not
It
state.
doesn't apply.
Look at Hoss. Holy
Doesn't
cow!
apply. It doesn't apply.
What do they feed you, man? That's a big dog. So you guys bust out the big dog. You want to come rough me up too?
No, he just showed up because he
I'm
wants to
just
see what's
sticking
going on.
around.
So the first song,
I'm not sovereign.
that's exactly what that is.
No, it's
If
not.
he's in the private. I don't even know
Private
what
is
that
a
means.
trust, and it makes.
Actually, he is sovereign. We're all sovereign. In other words, nobody can rule you rightly. Nobody can rob you rightly. If they're robbing you, they're doing something illegitimate and immoral. If they're trying to rule you against your will, they're doing something illegitimate and immoral. That makes you a sovereign, and I'm a sovereign, because you can't put your hands on somebody else. Why? Because they're sovereign, but they're not sovereign citizens, because to be sovereign means to be separate. To be an anarchist means nobody has the right to rule you or rob you. To be a citizen means you're subject to a jurisdiction or to the people who make the laws in that jurisdiction. And you're basically saying that's illegitimate because you can't be an authority. You can't have, nobody has a higher claim over your life and property than you. Just like I don't have a higher claim over the life and property of anybody else. This is just, people are conflating terms here. And then there's the term of crime and what is crime and when have you committed a crime? So many things have changed and we're so far down the road of indoctrination, almost nobody can see it. So when you're talking to people, it's almost like you're an alien who got dumped off on another planet while your ship got incarcerated and impounded at Area 51, and people just can't understand your language.
Not in your jurisdiction, but
As
private.
soon as
you got in that car and you
Jeffrey,
No, I did not drive. I traveled.
Jeffrey, hold up. Hey, can you watch him? Okay. Hold on. I don't know. He's not identifying himself.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on the yelling.
So how long's he been driving around with a lawnmower in
All of them carry that mentality.
the back seat so nobody could see the license plate?
You got somebody to come pick it up?
No. He's getting towed.
God, that guy is, look at this. He's got, how did he stuff himself into that uniform? Look at this.
You got somebody to come pick it up?
No.
Look at this guy. He barely made it to work today because he could barely get that 10 pounds into that 5-pound sack.
He's getting towed.
Yeah. Is it
getting towed.
registered?
Yeah.
We're probably going to tow the vehicle. You might want to.
Yeah, you're good to go, man.
Oh,
He said he's good to walk, so.
Maybe it was his strategy to have that lawnmower back there so that they wouldn't see his license plate. Maybe he's doing it to escape the license plate readers. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He didn't commit a crime.
You're going to tow it. It doesn't have any registration or anything on it.
Don't have it. No, it just says that. Oh, it has the VIN. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it registered?
It's technically registered. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I just got to say this. People need to start investing in their health. I hate to see this kind of stuff where you're like 75, 80 pounds overweight and you're smoking. Are you trying to kill yourself? What's going on here?
I'll inventory it real quick.
Partner.
You got anyone that wants to pick this up?
I don't have any, but listen, my wife passed away right when we got up here. That's where I was going.
Do you have anybody to come get the dog there?
No, he's got to go. I have nowhere, nobody. So I'm up here by myself.
Animal control.
We purchased land, right? The ticket. That's all I got. I got 5 tickets. Listen. There's really important paperwork behind the seat.
It's gonna get.
Listen. You got to get that.
Your important paperwork is gonna get towed with it.
No, please. It's my birth certificate. All my information.
It's gonna get towed with it.
I'm gonna lose the car.
Why are you gonna lose the car?
Because I'm gonna be in jail for freaking ever. I'm taking this all the way, the distance. So please.
Taking what?
The charges. I'm not going to get bonded out. I don't. Okay. There's nobody here that's going to bond me out. I lost the keys. I just got the key made today. You see the brand new.
Is your dog mean?
No, he's not. He's very friendly. He'll say hi to everybody. He's protected in the car. Let him out. He'll come say hi to me.
We're not going to let him out.
Well, what I mean is
there any? We're gonna inventory through the car. Is there anything in there?
Listen, the Bible and the
That's gonna stay in
the files. Please don't let the files go, man. That's my birth.
Where the files at?
They're right there behind the passenger seat. I just put them in there today because the rain came out of nowhere and I had them out and I ran and got my files and I threw them behind the seat trying to get them to stay dry. And then I couldn't find my key.
Did you see how many cops are on the scene right now? There's the guy wearing the body cam, this guy right here, this guy, and the woman. And they're probably all getting $35 an hour. They're probably on overtime, costing the city a whole bunch of money while real crime is going on in the city.
I just got it made, so I have a whole set of keys for all my.
And no, not one cop can go, guys, can we cut this guy a break? He's not a murderer. He's not a thief. Just let him go. Can we stop with the nonsense? Nobody steps forward. Here, let's huddle, guys. Can we come over here? As human beings, can we let our fellow human being go? He's got a dog. His wife probably just died. He hasn't committed a crime. Can't we just do this? They would be freaking heroes, guys. If they did that on body cam, it would spread through the earth like wildfire. How do I know? Because we never see it. They never get in that huddle and go, let's assess this situation and let's think as critical thinkers, not as order followers. Would we pull this guy over? Oh, he had a lawnmower sticking out of the back. Okay, so is that a crime? Did he hurt anybody? Couldn't you have just stopped him and said, hey, it's not secured. It could roll out. It could hurt people. Can I think I have some extra twine in the truck. Can I just tie this up? I don't care about your license plate. I don't care about giving money to the city. I'm not a revenue generator like that. Can't they huddle and do something good for a change instead of jamming somebody up and stuffing them in a cement cell?
Okay.
Where is humanity? You cannot be a human and continue doing this stuff in uniform.
No, well, that's one of them. That's all the titles. But can I just show them
What about a license plate or registration?
There's no. I'm going private. I'm not. Listen, I'm going. So you guys laugh.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Are you ex-military?
No.
Oh, well, you look ex-military.
Oh, it's all good.
So, you took an oath. Well, your sheriff did, for sure. I don't know if you did. So I'm calling the Constitution.
Yes.
Supreme Court has ruled repeatedly that I have the right to travel with impunity. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Police bait car extraordinaire Chuck Bronson is in the room. Welcome, Chuck.
Yes, you do.
Except driving's not a right driving.
I'm not driving, and I'm not commercial. That's commerce.
Wait, so what are you doing?
Please,
let me guess, traveling?
Can we just stop this?
Traveling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. Can we just stop this nonsense, guys? Come on. You know I'm not a criminal. You know I'm not out here hurting people. You know I'm out here just trying to break my back, trying to make ends meet so I can put food on the table. That's it. Just let me go.
So I know you think it's a joke, but it's not. Okay. So can we please just get the important stuff? Can I just walk with you to get to show you? We're going to sit.
Just say, so it doesn't even have insurance on it.
That's kind of a cool thing.
That is.
Call. Did you
Look at her face. Look at her. How? Look at her face. I love this. I love jamming people up. I love putting people in tiny cells. I love turning them over to the corporate janitors over at the corrections facility that are going to glove up and put their digits in orifices. I love it. I love the perversion. I love the injustice. That's what I'm here for. God, I hate this.
Cool thing.
Carl, did you fight him?
Did I fight him?
Bro, so what did you say on the radio?
You want to know what a real public service is? A real public service is somebody like Chuck Bronson going out there and doing a bait car and jamming up the cops who are jamming themselves up, pulling people over for stupid reasons, actually pulling people over for no reason at all. And if it weren't for these cameras exposing the tyranny that these people are involved in, people would never believe it. And not only that, they are so brainless. They're so brain dead. They're such order followers. They're such Kool-Aid drinkers, these cops, that they don't even understand that they're recording themselves committing crimes. Now, their crimes are legal, but they're crimes nonetheless. They are truly victimizing people in the name of the law. And this is called deprivation of rights under the color of law, in the excuse of, in the name of the law.
There was 2 people.
Nah, dude, I heard resistance.
I heard
I heard resistance.
Yeah, no. There was somebody else came up on the radio talking at the same time.
I heard sovereign, and I
Yeah, so
like I'm roasted.
I rolled up. I was like, license. He's like, I'm private citizen. I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to do anything.
Put that in his evidence.
So I was like, cool.
Look at this guy. You think that guy's going to be able to chase a real criminal? That's just pathetic, guys. It's just pathetic. There's really no excuse for that.
So I was like, that's great.
I'll take a picture of it.
I said, now we can travel to jail.
Look at that. Look at that. Now we can travel to jail. This is great. We love to victimize people.
He just refusing to identify himself. That's fine. We figured it out. So
He also, you want to know why? It's because his license is valid.
Well, no, why? What?
Suspended. That's why he's doing all this.
Well, this he just rides around like
Now look at that. They're going through his vehicle right now without consent.
this, so nobody pulls him over because they can't see his plate.
He's like, I'm gonna lose this vehicle.
And I literally
They'll probably find some marijuana or something.
calling to the side. I was like, oh yeah, that's good.
They really are.
You verified the plate? Yep, nope, we're good.
You should have called it out. Be like, Papa Romeo, India Victor, Alpha Tango Echo, question mark?
There's $80 on the console with the.
You want your phone?
Yeah, yes. Please help me get my property. Come on, man. It's not. Just let it.
You said there's $80.
$80 in the right.
I'm gonna get it right now.
They're ruining people's lives. They're pushing them to the edge. They're pushing them off the edge.
Okay.
You know, there's a high percentage. I remember what it is. 65% of Americans, maybe it's even higher now, but there's a large percentage of our American countrymen who are living paycheck to paycheck. And this right here would utterly destroy them financially. And you wonder why. It's almost like cops are there to intentionally push people into a life of crime. It's like, well, you're going to treat me like a criminal. I might as well act like one.
The phone and my ID.
I'm not justifying that. I'm not excusing people who do that, but you can kind of see why people would do that.
Of course.
Where's your ID?
It was right there next to the $80. It's right in the front part of the console.
Ethan, is there $80 and an ID in there?
Ethan, can we just not hem this guy up? I'm letting him out of his cuffs. I'm letting him drive away.
Right on the front. Right on the front. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right where, in front of the shifter. I hope he didn't grab my $80.
It's all on body.
No, I mean him.
Oh, Richard.
Yeah, there was $80 sitting there.
Do you want me to come get him over here? He's right there.
No, if the 80s is there, he's not a thief.
Oh, okay.
But he might have taken it knowing I'm going to jail.
Maybe. No. Oh.
What's that?
I don't know what these are.
When it's not a scheduled controlled substance, but
It's none of my business what these are. How about that? I should have never found it because I should have never been looking for it because I should have never pulled this guy over because we should have bigger fish to fry. Like there are really evil people out there doing really evil things. I thought that's what we hired you for. Actually, we didn't hire you.
The misdemeanor one?
Yes.
What was I?
I said, what about like a license plate and like registration insurance? He goes, oh, I don't have all that. I'm traveling. I said, well, now we can travel to jail.
I thought he was going to have a warrant. Yeah.
Look,
So he's got nobody to pick the vehicle up.
making fun of their victims.
You're going to talk about
Big Larry.
He's habitual.
yeah. He's habitual.
What's his name?
He's Richard.
If you want to take him, we'll take the vehicle.
Are you good?
Sir,
My back is cramping, man. I got titanium in my back. I
sit up.
can't sit like this.
Hey, boss.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you something. Your phone and your driver's license is going with you.
Nothing else.
No.
How about the red file with all my titles to all my property?
Put your feet in.
Come on,
Let's get
man.
towed with the
Hey,
vehicle.
listen, you're treating me really bad, man.
What?
I got titanium when I was in the
Yep. That's exactly what they do.
We're pretty close to the jail.
Because I'm cramping. I can't sit up against so tight like that.
You're laying down.
You want me to sit you up?
Well, because I lay down because I'm cramping. I sit up, I sit up. Please grab that red file. Listen, there's a yellow vanilla envelope, small one. Okay, it's got my birth certificate. Then there's a white envelope that's, listen, sea time. That's all my sea time so I can upgrade my licenses. I'm a merchant marine. That's
You have
sea time.
a captain's license, but not a driver's license?
Listen.
Put your feet in for me, boss.
Wait. What the- Oh shit, I'm cramping. I'm fucking cramping. Oh, fuck. Look at the scars on my back, man.
I don't want to look at
I don't care. Listen. The red file, please. Listen.
The red file?
We have one.
You know what? I feel like anytime you let them know that you're in pain, they really, really get off on that. They hear you begging. That's music to their ears. They live for that. They dream for that. And if they put the hurt on you, the physical hurt, oh my God, that sends the heart racing and the adrenaline pumping.
You got it in your hand.
Yeah. That red file? Where's
This
that
is just sick.
It's all his paperwork. It's going with the vehicle.
I can't lose all
Can you
that.
put your legs in for me, sir?
Please, sir,
Can you please put your legs in?
like this, man.
Can you please put your legs in for me?
Yeah, I can put him in. I got to go back. I'm going to lay down position. Help me down, go down.
That works.
I can't. I'm cramping, man.
That works. Alright. It's going with the vehicle. Hey, this one?
Yeah,
Don't-
that's a title. If you just give me 2 seconds. A small manila envelope. It's got my birth certificate.
Hey, this is in it. This is
No.
here.
No, it's not in the yellow one. I was moving everything when it started raining.
This will go with you.
Help me, man.
What else do you need?
It's a yellow manila. It's small. It's got, listen, it's over there.
This?
It's not in that. It's not in, no, that's the big one. It's a
So
small.
you don't want this?
Listen, it's right there. Listen, help me, man.
What?
I'm begging you, bro. It's my
Okay.
birth certificate.
Where's it at?
It's a small vanilla yellow envelope. Okay, wait, one more. There's a white envelope. It's a bank. I think it's Remax. It's got my sea time. It says
Hey, is
sea
there a
time.
small yellow
It took
envelope?
me years to get that sea time, man. And if it's signed off, those captains are dead.
Okay.
Wow.
Put your feet in, man. Put your feet in,
I'm
man.
cramping.
A records check revealed that the 59-year-old man's license had been invalid for around 6 months prior due to unpaid financial responsibilities.
So what?
And was ultimately charged with resisting an officer without violence, unlawfully attaching a license plate that was not assigned to the vehicle, and willfully refusing to sign and accept a citation. He was also issued a non-criminal citation for unknowingly driving without a valid license. He was placed on an $800 bond following his arrest. In court, the man pleaded not guilty to the criminal charges. However, the case never proceeded to a conviction. Considering that this was a pretty minor traffic infraction, the state announced a no prosecute on all 3 charges, meaning the prosecutors elected not to continue pursuing the case, and subsequently the case was closed. There's no information on whether or not the man's civil rights attorney did get involved or not, but all suspects are presumed.
They didn't pursue the case, and yet they put this guy through all of this physical trouble and humiliation because they get off on it.
Innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Let me know your honest thoughts down below.
Yeah, my honest thoughts are these people are truly sick in the head. I'm going to try to stay away from psychopathic, sick in the head, especially this sergeant right here. She knows better. Come on, guys, let's get out of here. We got bigger fish to fry. No, none of that. Can't do it because they're order followers. They do what they're told, regardless of what is right, instead of doing what is right, regardless of what they're told. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you were a cop, and I'm not saying you ever would because you don't want the ring of power and you don't want to control anybody, what would you have done in this case? I would have had to step in and say, we can't do this. He didn't commit a crime. There is no victim. But state law says, who cares? We're here to serve and protect. How is this in concert with to serve and protect? How does this align with the Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person? How are we securing this guy's person by humiliating him personally? That's what I want to know. Thank you to everybody. Let's see. Joseph gifted 5 Here's the Deal memberships. Thank you, Joseph. Tennessee Transparency says, unfortunately, it's time to water the tree of liberty with the you-know-what of patriots and tyrants to save the world's government. Yeah, government is slavery. Government is your enemy. Government means we have the right to control you no matter what you say. And we have the right to steal your money and waste as much money as we want to on illegal wars, the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex, the drug war, which isn't a war on drugs, it's a war on people. It's just a bunch of darkness and evil. Russell says, what do cops and grapes have in common? Stop resisting. I don't think I get that one. What do cops and grapes have in common? Stop resisting. That went over my head. Thank you, Steve. Jay Lobo comes in again with 50 Here's the Deal memberships. What do I say? What do I say? Thank you, man. Steve comes in with 5 Here's the Deal memberships in this live stream. Premium says respect. Thank you. Respect back, Premium. Thank you. Tennessee Transparency says, I don't understand what the UM is. What is that UM in between there? The devil wears blue. The devil wears blue. I don't know what that means. Auditron gifted 1 Here's the Deal membership. Thank you, Auditron. I really appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. We've got how many likes in the room right now? Also, visit Chuck Bronson's page, especially let's go to Chuck Bronson's YouTube channel. What do you say? What do you say? Chuck does live streams. I don't know how frequently. Let's see. 13 days ago. But he does these bait cars. If you look on his channel and you go to the latest, most popular videos, some of his most popular videos, you may not have seen them. It's likely that there are some people in my audience, because I know we do have crossover in the auditing community, but it's likely that you haven't seen these bait car setups where Chuck and his buddies will go out with all these cameras outfitted all over the car, these sound devices, and they'll set up these dirty cops. These dirty cops will end up doing what dirty cops do, and they will pull Chuck over for no good reason, and then he records the entire thing. And rather than setting a trap, you basically have the cops constructing their own gallows, setting their own trap, and then stepping into the trap that they set for themselves. Because Chuck Bronson's not out there saying, hey, come over here and violate my rights. He's just out there observing all the traffic laws, doing what, good little boys and good little girls are supposed to be doing. But then we have the Thin Blue Line gang of violators out there just acting as the roadside pirates we all know that they are. So give Chuck a visit. Here's Chuck's link right here. That's his channel. Let me give you the link to the most famous Chuck Bronson video, which has 3.3. That's crazy. 3.3 million views. There's his most famous bait car video, which I learn a lot from. You can learn a lot about psychology just from the way the cops act when they get set up by a bait car. And you know what the bait is? The bait is the guy who owns the cameras just followed the law. And now the cops step over the line of the Constitution and violate somebody's rights. So visit Chuck Bronson. Tell him I said hi. Tell him Here's the Deal sent you. I appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, remember, freedom has the price. And the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Anybody heard an update from James Freeman? Has he not posted anything? Here, let me wait. If you guys want to hang around, let's see. When was the last time he posted a video? Last time James posted a video on his channel was 8 months ago. 1 month ago. And he does have a Facebook page. And I think he posts regularly on his Facebook page. Let me see. By the way, I have a Facebook page. I don't know if you guys know. Check it out. If you want to become a subscriber over there, here's the link right there in the chat. Oh, does James Freeman have a new channel? Really? I don't know, man. I should call him today. Let's see. We've got James Freeman. Two hours ago. So somebody's using James' account. Maybe it's James himself. I don't know. I haven't verified that. He posted 2 hours ago on his Facebook page. Another one 2 hours ago. 4 hours ago. So he's routinely... Oh, he posted something about Pima County. Usually he has a lot of posts when he reposts something. Oh, he posted this one about the one we covered earlier in this live stream where that deck collapses on those federal marshals. When a chase reaches 28-mile marker, the trooper performed this pit. Oh yeah, this is the pit maneuver at 131 miles per hour. Let's see. I haven't seen. Let's see what he posted right here. The fuck?
Throughout the entire city and being able to say, hey, I put that sticker on that business.
Wait a second. What is that?
I love being a part of it. I love being.
Wait, what are we watching here? What's coming out of this person's mouth? I thought that was a male cop.
Love being a part of it. I love being able to go out with my wife throughout the entire city and being able to say, hey, I put that sticker on that business. As of this morning, we have 129 different businesses. So a safe place is basically a business will get in contact with me.
What's going on? What am I seeing here? What's happening?
Out to the location and go over the program. It's basically a safe place, essentially, for any victim of any hate crime whatsoever. Love being a part of it. I love being able.
What is this? River City, California police? It's just a joke, man. What is going on here?
This morning we have 120.
I mean,
being a part.
It's a female voice coming out of what looks like a.
Love being a part of it. I love being able to go out with my wife. So
I just all day long I'm just shaking my head. Just shaking my head. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh, this is coming out of another.
I said to wait.
Okay.
That's a lawful order. I'm giving you
Oh, I
direction.
didn't know that. All right, I'll park.
And I said I would move my car for you.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
All right,
But
sure.
to interrupt me on a traffic stop.
I'm not trying to interrupt.
Well, you did. You came out yelling at me for no reason.
Hey, officer, you can't park there. I'm trying to back out. Sorry.
Right?
I'm trying to.
Very disrespectful for no reason.
I know. I'm just in a rush.
You yelled at me for no reason. Excuse me. You got me blocked in. It's not no reason.
Oh, but I got my hot dogs. It's gonna get cold.
Wait a minute.
Officer, my hot dogs are gonna get cold, man. You don't want you to go home in no rain, babe.
There's a cop car behind you, right?
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Okay, he was just gonna back me out.
What way are you gonna be able to do?
I think I got it.
You're good. You're good. Look how many trucks are back. Get back. Yeah, you know, go back. Goes that way. Do it again. 3 points, sir.
The cop could just move out of the way and he's not going to do it. Again, the exact opposite of protection and service. Holy cow. Okay, guys, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Let's stop securing our own oppression, and let's start today. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to like, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, and if you haven't already, and I don't know why you haven't, become a channel member. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.